What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. My name is Accidental Grenade, and we are back. I'm back from Philadelphia. I got back today. Got back just about, I don't know, 4.5 hours ago. And we're back. We're already battling. We're already five-tabling here on BetRivers Poker in the BetRivers Poker Spring Championship, as well as in this little guy here, the Sunday starter events. This is a tricky one. 15 big blinds with pocket twos. I don't even know. Like, I think I'm just gonna fold. Oh, I think I'm just gonna time out. But I was gonna fold. I think it's really close. I didn't realize I didn't have a time bank, but I was a little distracted getting ready for the start of the stream. I have a little girl who missed me, so I was trying to spend as much time as I could with her. And I did like time bank some tournament table hands as a result. I don't think I missed anything, but I did lose I did jam pocket nines into pocket jacks on bullet one of the Sunday starter. So we're on our second bullet in the $100 Sunday starter here. Sorry, I don't even know if I showed that. I did have I had pocket twos over here when I was in the hijack, I think, and it folded. Sorry, getting back into the swing of things. I didn't even show the table that had the deuces, I don't think. This one, I do think we probably just jam in the satellite. It's my sound is coming through the wrong output device. Is coming through my speakers, so we're going to fix that right now so that the poker sounds come through my headphones and you don't hear them through the speakers. But we're all in here with ace king. Called for much less by king queen. They make two pair. It's a shame. All in here in the $100 Sunday starter from the small blind with ace deuce. We're going to take it down. Alas, we will be victorious. Apologies if I'm a little bit lower key than I sometimes am, especially for a series Sunday today. I did the stream went a little bit late last night because Nick Helmuth got second place in the BSC event, the $100 six max, I think it was, which was great for him. And I was happy to see it. It was really cool to hear his dad interacting with him, you know, like giving him some sort of like tips in between hands. He's not allowed to talk strategy during the hand, obviously. And just reacting to his son's play and getting excited, getting hyped up for his son as a father is wont to do. Because of that, it did run a little late, and I did want to. I'm a night owl when it comes to, I don't know, getting things done. So I packed up all the stream equipment from like 1:30, 1:45 until like 3:15, 3:30 in the morning. And then I didn't sleep. I hadn't been sleeping very well in the Airbnb that we had, so I am a little bit run down today. But we're here, and we're still making a go of it. We're gonna focus up. I think the mentals still feel all right. I do think we're going to be all in here again in the Sunday starter. This is going to be not a jam I'm like incredibly excited to ship in, but we're going to ship it in with the King Jack O. We do get it through. Now we got an ace king. I think over a limp even, we just jam here. All in over the limp with ace king. Limp fold. We pick up the extra a little bit in the middle there. Love changes everything. Love your wings. Doop 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 doop. King queen, pretty easy jam here for 13. We're all in the $10 mini Sunday starter. We get it through. All in here with ace 3. Called by pocket sevens. Don't love that. Ace in the window, though. And we do get the double in the $100 Sunday starter. Look at me. Good evening to you on this BSC Sunday. Complete first week of the BSC. What's on tap? All the BSC events and a bunch of the other Sunday schedule as well, for sure. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, we're gonna play pretty much all the series events. I won't play the 500. I'll take that back, but we won't be playing the 500. But we'll play some of the standard stuff here, like the $100 Sunday starter, and a bunch of BSC stuff as well. We get that one through. We really use a hand in this satellite up here. Ace 5 will have to do for 5 big blinds. We'll ship it in. Oh. Click min raised by pocket fives. We need another ace, and we find it again, this time in the $20 satellite, and we do crack the 5. So ace 3 beats sevens, was it? I think. And ace 5 beats 5s. Thank you. I always assume when somebody says nice hand to me when I had the inferior hand like that, I think they're often a friend of the stream. So hello if you're out there watching. And we're gonna be all in here with pocket threes. Getting it through. Gonna walk in the $100 Sunday starter. We don't hate that with 10 high. Not bad, 10 high too, 10-5. But it can make all the straights. It can make you can make every single straight in the game with 10-5. How could you fold it? What are you doing? For the better part of the afternoon, collecting satellite tickets. Let's go. 2 of them for one for 20 and one for 100. Maybe sticking to the $50 high roller that you already have a ticket for. Very nice. Good luck in that $50. That's the mini high roller today, maybe, right? Or is it the? Oh no, it's the $50. It's the $50 super high roller. It's a super high roller at the silver stakes. I get it. Okay. Good luck in that $50 super high roller. It is the smaller version of the high roller, which I thought maybe would be why it would maybe be titled mini, but it's a super high roller for if you're a silver stakes player, and I get that. Man, I've been so dead in this Sunday Smash PKO. I'm trying to limp here. Three betting here with the Kings in the $100 spring kickoff. Take it down. Gonna be all in up here in the $20 satellite streets. We got pocket tens. Kind of ships it for 35. I call, I guess. Tens versus fours. No spade. It's not a spade. It's not a 4. We get the double. Thank you. Nice hand, well played. Thank you. That one got a nice hand, well played, because I actually had the better hand that time. Well played. I clicked the call button on the tens. Very masterful display of poker prowess. I'm proud of myself. Come a long way in knowing to click that call button. Keep talking while I'm walking away. You can say what you... Raise it up here with ace jack. This guy jams. Man. I call. We've got ace 10. Let's hold. It's a huge pot in the $100 Sunday starter. Let's just hold. It's a beautiful thing. Jack plays. Close one, but with the positions given, I wanted to make the call. We've got a flop set here in the mini Sunday starter. We're 5-handed, so we're going to lead out. I mean, I'd rather that than just a check through and another club peel off. Maybe we bet too large, but I think a lot of players aren't folding their ace or king eye flush draws there anyway. My mind's made up anyway. I'm taking the high road, going above you. This is the last time that I'm gonna trust you. You can say what you... Jam down here with ace 3 suited. It's a bounty tournament. We can be hunted by king queen and even more weird speculative hands sometimes, you know. Don't mind. We might be behind here as well, for sure. The rebang, the ISO from Ezra. Let's see what they got. They got ace 4. A lot of chops here. A lot of splits. Diamonds in our favor. Diamonds very much in our favor. Not a chop. Not a chop. That's a win for us. We flat the raise up here with 3 deuce suited. Obviously, we're folding the 10-8-6 flop. Should they bet? They're going to check. I'm going to check again just because I think queen jack checks a bunch. All right. I gotta try when they check twice. No, they snap river. Cool. Queen 10. I mean, they're trapping me with queen 10. I guess it's very dangerous for them on a 6-7, like on that board. Like the check back on flop is quite peculiar to me. That they check back flop on 10-6-8. Their hand is good, but so vulnerable on that board. So an interesting line from our opponent that we need to like evaluate and then, like or take into consideration in the future that if they do bet flop, they must have something very, very good. Or maybe very, very bad, but I think it's gonna slant in the former direction. That'd be your last. This player flats. Other player flats as well. Flop is 10. Or flop is 4-4 king for our 10-7 of clubs. We're gonna stab once here with the 10-7. We got king queen. We got ace king. Sometimes we just take it right here, and that is this here. I mean, we don't have a ton of equity. We do have the backdoor flush draw, but I kind of like just stabbing here and giving up in a multi-way pot. Girl, you make a thug wanna get a legal gig. My hands are freezing down here in the basement, and I'm literally like putting my hand. If it looks weird on stream, it's because I am doing something weird. I'm putting my hands like on my freaking stomach to like warm up my hands. My hands are so cold right now. My core runs hot. My hands, my extremities, my hands sometimes get very cold. Especially when I'm something about streaming, focusing on the computer, I sometimes end up with very, very cold hands. So cold. Whoever would you want to do coming over you? I want something else to get me through this. Let me drunk on love, baby, baby. I want something else. Do 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 do. It was rose, I was taking sips of it through my nose, and I wish I could get back there, someplace back there, smiling in the picture. Ace King suited here. All right. Ace King flipping with pocket nines. Two kings on the board, still fading a 9 though. Faded, and we win another pot. Second of 30 now in the $100 Sunday starter. All right. You're broken. Something I wanna do, just a little. I feel myself heading underground. I'm scared, I'm not going down. Who knew? Taking a walk to get your mind cleared for the evening is a very good idea. Money be okay. I like that a lot. I should do that myself sometimes. Good luck in that $10 spring kickoff, my friend. Raise it up here with pocket twos. The flop is 3-3-5. Take down another pot there. Let's play another $20 satellite as well. All right, 6 tabling, folks. This is as many as I play on the stream, so we are capped here because of all this awesome BetRivers Spring Championship action. That's a pretty good flop. We've got not only the Broadway straight, and we get bet into, but we've got the open-ended straight flush draw with one of those outs bringing us a royal. Now that is a horrible turn card, but we're gonna raise here because we have the redraw to the hearts. We hope they have a jack in this spot so that we could play for heaps. We're not really trying to just win the small pot here. I was targeting that player actually having the jack and us having the free roll redraw to the hearts. Instead, they simply fold, but I don't think if we just call turn, I don't think we win much, like, if anything, from a player without a jack there anyway. Raising allows us to, you know, when we are going to get more, which is when they have a jack, we put more money in the pot so that if the heart does come and they can't get away from their jack still, we or even if they do, if they get away from the jack, we still have more money in the pot that we win when the heart comes. Ace is here. We're gonna be all in. Yeah, this player's limping off of 4, you know. Got me standing next to you. I can't believe you have a limp fold. That's so crazy, dude. That's so crazy. I get what the fuck we do. Fuck, get him on one. Your spinal cord, so it's not a straight line no more. Did I win? We chop. Ace 10 and ace 10. Get me high no more, so bye for now. I'm gonna try to find some more. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling on my sleeve. I don't want to, but I gotta stay. Drugs really got a hold of me. Every time I try to tell them no, they won't let me ever let them go. That's all I gotta say. Really got a hold of me. To raise King Jack of Diamonds. Stacking chips, 3rd of 26 here in the Sunday starter. Two grandkids in my lap, babysitting for Haley while he's out getting smashed. If we were deeper, I'm not going to try to set mine versus 20 big blinds. If we were deeper, I'm calling. Here comes the deuce. Okay. All right. All in here with King Jack. The satellite. Called for much, much less. And called by aces lurking in the big blind. Okay, well. Well, a 10 would do it. Give me the sickness, not the sickness. This is we get the 10 over here. Mama Leone left a note on the door. It's a straight on the board, folks. Don't tell me you got the jack. You check raise me, boy. Good call. Rolling here in the PKO with pocket nines. Moving out. Everybody wants the booties. There's no way you can fold now. Niner. 10 high board for our pocket nines. We raised ace king and got it through in the mini Sunday starter if you were curious about that one. You ought to know by now. Not feeling amazing about my pocket nines here on the 10 high board with the chips being shoveled in. Queens slow played. Our nines are completely dead, so we have like 0% equity in this hand, so we're just gonna leave. Goodbye. We won't be re-entering that one. We don't want to super late reg re-enter PKOs, so we're gonna move this table to there and then maybe find something else to register here. No, we're okay for the moment. So he's here with ace 3 of diamonds. Is that all you get for your money? Moving out. All right, we'll put the rest in up here after we lost with the nines. With king 10, we're up against ace 10. Gonna need a cowboy. That's a cowboy. Where have all the cowboys gone? Oh, they're right there on the board. Not all of them, just one of them, but it's still an answer to the question, where have all the cowboys gone, when you know where one of them is gone. You say, I don't know about the rest, but that one's right there. Great content, folks. You're welcome. You're welcome for the wonderful content I'm putting forth right now. I told you I was tired. Race pre with the queen jack. We'll see you at the ace 6-6 flop. We take it down. Gonna be all in here with 10-8-0. Hoping to get through 2 players here. Thanks. Didn't really want the smoke with this one, obviously. Ugh, especially from fucking King 8. God damn it. 10! No. We're in trouble. I didn't know if this player would like dust off like 5 big blinds with like a King 8, things like that. If I knew that they would call with that, and not to say that they shouldn't, but if I knew that they would, I might not have jammed. Some players are just folding that and just trying to make sure they lock up the ticket. Other players are playing more to like accumulate even more chips and knock players out. It's hard to tell which one you're up against sometimes on a satellite. Okay. Now the tournament bites the dust for us. I'm gonna pre-put in this title, but we're not playing it yet. $50 BSC, $50 super high roller. Did I not get in the $10 spring kickoff? I just guess I didn't. Kick off. Raising pocket nines here. Ew. Nines flipping with ace jack. There's a jack on the board. Another one on the river. We don't find our 9. You gotta win your flips. What are you gonna say? I think it's a good flip to take. Don't know you. We're gonna flat 10s here in second position. $100 spring kickoff. We're betting here with the ace king on ace 10-3. Min click raised. Oh my god, this guy is squeezing here for 32. We have 10s. You've never 3-bet. We got 18 hands. Fuck me. Okay, you call. It makes this super easy. We're just gonna fold here. It's like 2 pair sets, flushes. I don't think they do this when they just have like the draw. Wow, we folded the 10s. They got ace king and ace king. Could have been a huge pot for us. Never mind. They would have chopped up my chips. Let's raise ace jack. They're in the small blind calls. Flop is 9-9 king. Call. Damn. Would have been real nice to hit a diamond on the river. We had decent odds to do it when they had 4 into 10. But we didn't find that beautiful blue card. And things seem to be slipping away from us in the $100 Sunday starter. Really, it was just one big lost flip and then a draw that didn't get there for us. This is the way of things. Let's delay our misery. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. On the fire. I'll fold the ace-8 here. To say goodbye, darling, please don't start to cry. 'Cause girl, you know I got to go. Ow. Lord, I wish it wasn't so tonight. And fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Raised 8s here. Flop is 9-6-9. You see what they call? They check turn. I check turn. They check river, right? They check river. I check river. I can read a6, no problem. Let's raise an ace jack this time. All right, we'll fold to the squeeze. sevens here. I'm gonna fold the sevens on the queen nine deuce board to c-bet. We flat the king queen suited here. Fuck. I was gonna jam myself. Now this player jams and I'm in a fucking quandary. I guess we just fold. I was gonna jam myself and I decided not to. I decided to go for a flat. I think a flat can be okay in that spot. I think a jam is probably the standard move. Let's raise it up with ace 10. Let's see, win that one to kind of make up for the previous call fold. 9 of 22 here with 10 paid. Getting fucking sick of looking at him. I think we would sometimes just call here, but we're gonna jam the king queen. Pick up what's in the middle here in the $10 mini. $17 to $39 with 27 paid in this one. My voice when I talk. My fault. Next time I'm pissed my fist at the drywall. Love on the rocks. Live. A couple more drops. 9th of 20 here. 8 max, so final 2 tables will be 16. There's 10 places paid. These bottles about dead. That's what they make them for. Yes. More drops that opens the zone, but it's about to turn off. Raising here with pocket tens. His bottle's about dude. We got king 8 suited here. It's a little murky. We call. I'm not gonna let them. I'm just gonna jam. Player in the tank. Makes the call with ace queen. We don't want the heart. Let's go. they had only the flush draw, called it off, and we knock out a player, stack some chips right before the break here in the $100 Sunday starter. Be right back. You guys are doing well on the leaderboards. I'll try to look at them here in a second. I was rushing over the break because I got my hot water bottle. How much of an old man I am. I have a hot water bottle. Because I don't know, we try not to like crank up the heat too much over the winter, so use that usually when I'm in bed. Like, we use those. My daughter has one, my wife has one, I have one. Don't use it too often on the stream, but here we are. I'm freezing, so I think it's because the vent was closed, you know, the whole time I was gone down here, where the vents the heat to this room, and so it's extra cold down here compared to normal. I also got some coffee because I'm wiped, as I said. Let's check out those leaderboards. Gold and silver leaderboards, there they are. Oh, this $50 super high roller started. Almost missed it. It was like on top of one of my other tables. Whitesmith at the top of the gold tier leaderboard. Things you absolutely hate to see. Two Flame in there, suited. I recognize these players. BSWO, I recognize you. Servonius, played with them. Numbers Live, friend of the stream for sure. Always in here, hanging out. TJP, I've seen them around. Some good names up there. Dr. Dad Poker's on the leaderboard. I haven't had as much of a chance to play as Dan, so I don't have quite as many points for sure. Also, he's better than me. Shaka Braz is on there. I saw Nick Helmuth in there somewhere. Although I don't think the Helmuth boys will be playing a lot more as they went home, but or elsewhere. They're always traveling all over the place. And then the silver tier leaderboard. Here we got Ace Queen in this $20 satellite with the Queen Jack at risk. But the Queen Jack doubles through us and really destroys our chances to stay alive here in the satellite. Sadly. I see Greg717 on the low leaderboard. Whitesmith again on the low leaderboard. Tendy Man, friend of the stream for sure. Where are we at? Where are we at? Dr. Dad Poker's on there. I don't see you on there, SMF. Do you have a different username here? I see BLK Money 10. I do not see anything remotely resembling SMF. I was one tabling each night the early tourney and went 6 for 6 on cashes before not cashing last night. So what you're saying is you're on the start of a cold streak, and this is my chance to catch up, right? You've cooled off, is what I'm hearing. Just a flash in the pan. Seriously though, who the fuck are you on this leaderboard? STS Pocket Nines, is that you? Is that a Slay the Spire reference? I don't know. No, you seem like you're saying you have a lot of points, so you'd be near the top. Boop this, blah blah blah. I don't see anything resembling SMF at all. It might be crazy. Maybe I'm blind. Queen 10 here versus Ace Jack. We got a really good flop for us. We're still alive, hanging around here in this satellite, trying to make our way to one of the 3 tickets, $200 tickets available up top. Player limps. We're just gonna jam. Ace queen, we're all in. This is the kind of hand that's the kind of move that's really frustrating to you when you're the small blind, because you start to think you might see a flop. I only have like 4 big blinds, and the small blind just jams. What an asshole! They limp fold in the mini Sunday starter. Leaderboard is capped to your 5 best finishes, so you don't have to grind it. At least that is good. That is good. Yeah, if you have 5 amazing finishes, you don't have to go crazy. I mean, obviously you can improve, but they're gonna be like marginal improvements then, if that's the case, right? Raising here with ace king suited over a limp. Really, you're gonna raise me on this board? I call. You have king queen? Fuck me. I'm gonna get away from it. I just think it's a super aggressive line from a player who's only put in a lot of chips when they have or it's a super nutted line, I guess. I shouldn't say necessarily super aggressive, but a super nutted line from a player who has only put in a lot of chips when they had a big hand from the 3 or 4 times I've seen them do it at the table. So we're gonna neuter our stack quite a bit there just by making the call on the flop even, but yeah, I don't think we can fold flop. It's just sometimes they're doing something really weird and cagey, and they're going to slow down on turn. Sometimes I'm going to hit my ace on the turn. Sometimes the heart's going to come on the turn. Ace king with the backdoor flush draw. I consider just jamming it right in their face right there, but I think we've run into king queen and flopped sets like a little bit. Like they limped, so I think it's king queen most often, but or like king 8 or queen 8 because this guy is limping like kind of wide. Could be like king 8 suited, queen 8 suited. 33% is. 33% is like thereabouts, like depending on like what like how they've their card distribution and stuff in the small sample size we have. It's thereabouts where they might be limping like king 8, queen 8. But yeah, obviously a painful one to lose. They're all painful to lose, but this one, you know, it particularly stings being here with 15 left and 10 paid. 14 left now, as I spoke a little too soon. Got a queen and a jack in the big blind here. All right, we'll fold here after we see the jam. We raise here, and they're going to put us all in for 25 effective. We're going to fold our pocket 4s. Pretty much bottom. I think it's probably the last pocket pair I'm raising. I don't know if I raised 3s in this spot. Like 3s would be maybe, but probably 4s the last. Like so we're talking bottom of the pairs range for sure. Like bottom of the pocket pairs I'm raising. So we're just going to let it go. It is the worst pocket pair we are raising, which means we're not calling all in with it. Self-righteous suicide. You're 40th on the silver. 40th on the silver. What is your username? I love how you make me look it up. Like, you can't just tell me the username. Run it up 69. Nice. Nice. GLGL. Hope I do catch up to you. I like the fold, the raise on flop and bet on the turn was just a please call me bet both times. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, against that player, I heavily considered just folding turn, but I think it's kind of unacceptable with the backdoor flush draw. But yeah, it was a pick me bet, right? For sure. I don't know, like, it feels like we're taking exploitative too far if I fold the ace king there with the backdoor flush draw. Maybe I would have just folded the ace king if I didn't have the backdoor flush draw, because I heavily considered folding it there, and sort of the backdoor hearts was the part that convinced me, like, we should make another call here. But yeah, it's gonna make it tricky to navigate though. Now 12 of 13 here, we're much more likely to bubble as a result of that hand, which is of course a bummer. But we're not tagging our own toes just yet. I still got some life in me. Raise here. This player is going to ship it on us in the $10 mini Sunday starter. This is the bubble. This is a player who maybe knows how to exploit. So we will tag them. And we'll move on with our lives. We'll fold. We can't be calling here when we're 24 of 31 with 27 paid. We don't want to be busting right now. That's what I'm told. Somehow still here in this one, but haven't had a hand to ship in here. And we're not going to jam this one even from the button here, I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. Definitely not over limp. Limp is more than enough to make me say it's not worth it. You don't wanna be you. Well, they might crack aces here. They do. Wow. 10-9 suited cracks the aces for an elimination. So we are now 10 of 12, so that's interesting. Defended a raise here in the $100 spring kickoff. We've got ace-7. They're going to bet large. I'm just going to jam. I think this is made to scare us. Never mind. They just have it. Fuck me. How about another 7? Yeah. You know, like, I think they just want to stab a ton there and just take it down. So I think when we have a pair on that board and we're so short stacked, I think it makes sense to just get it in. But man, it sucks when they just actually have ace. I mean, obviously, especially ace 10. If they have king 10, we got more outs. But that's unfortunate. We'll jam here if 2 more players fold. We're gonna need some help. We got ace 7 here versus ace 5. Don't want to see the Sanko. We chop. That's really disappointing because, you know, we have no chips. Needed that win. Oh man, this is so sick. We got full pocket 10s here. It's so sick, man. I have 10 big blinds on the bubble, but like I can't be putting in 10s here. That's really gross. Really, really gross. The bubble short stack jams here. We're 11-12 now. This is the 12-12 player shipping it in. We're out of here. We'll see if this big stack dusts it off. Maybe gets us one ladder closer. Nope. Gets it through. Queen Jack suited will 3-bet in the $50 super high roller. Player calls. Flop is 3 Jack 3. See bet. They fold. It's a passion, girl. You can feel it, yeah, well. Passion, well. We're gonna limp the 10s, intending to stack off versus this bully here. Bubble be damned, we're jamming here. I don't mind a fold. That's why we insta ship. This is not a decision for me. I had made up my mind this was what we were doing, and we don't mind them folding. We're flipping with ace queen instead. Sweaty flip on the bubble of the $10 mini Sunday starter. They flop a queen. They turn another. We can still save ourselves with a 10. It's not a 10. GG. We bubble essentially. At the end of the day, you got to win your flips, but losing a flip on the bubble is obviously really fucking sucks. That player was pushing us around, but they might have just had it every time, considering they had it that one. You know, you never know. Hard to say when we are, again, working with incredibly small sample sizes. But yeah, we're hitting... we're jamming at the wrong moments right now, for sure. Jamming at the wrong moments. Get another $20 BSC satellite though, because they've gone so well. Hold on, $100 Sunday starter, 9s versus Jack 3 suited. The Jack would have been amazing. 9s do knock out the other shorty. A Jack would have been so great to see 2 knockouts with a sick Jack to this for this player with Jack 3 suited. Instead, we find ourselves in 11 of 11. I'm gonna call wide here. All in here. Oh my fucking Christ, are you serious? Just got flush over flushed on the bubble of the $100 Sunday starter. Ace King versus Ace Queen here. God, man. I just have been running so bad. I think I'm playing good too, is the most frustrating part. Like, I fucking fold that Ace King to stay alive. And then 5-4 suited, we call wide because we're short. We get to realize our equity. We flop a flush. I'm sorry, I can't read your comment right now, SMF. I really can't. I'm steaming too much. I can't read it. Wow, we got there. God, man. Oh my God. So brutal, dude. 5-4 suited. We flopped a flush that on 10-9 deuce. They had 7-8 suited. They had 8-7 of clubs. Jamming here with ace-10 suited. I think we're just going to ship here with the open ender and backdoor flush draw. Hold on, ace-10 versus deuces. Okay. We're all in here with 10-9. Got here for the 10-10 less than ace queen. Oh, flip. I blame myself even though I typed 10-10 correctly. You did not type 10-10 correctly is the thing though, and that's why you should blame yourself. The hand after that was much worse. Welcome, Taco, though. Welcome. Even though it's all your fault, I'm still happy you're here. So say we all. SMF, so say we all. We're all in here over a raise or limp, or if they fold. Good luck us. Ace 8 good enough for 8 big blinds. Ace 8 ahead of King Queen for the moment here in the $100 spring kickoff. We do win that one. Surely can't be serious on that flush. Agreed. Yeah, it was a sick way to bubble. That was a sick way to bubble. What did you say? Sorry, you said top 5 finishes based on formula. Formula is based on prize pool. Super high roller is very important for leaderboard tonight. Yeah. Makes sense. Betting here with the king 9. This player calls. We'll bet again. Still get called by worse 9s, but they will definitely call if they have a 10. They'll call if they have some straight draws, but usually it's going to be like 7-8, Jack 8. We're going to check back here and hope to win with the king 9. They just have a 10. Okay, cool. So we just torch our chips on 2 streets. Maybe we should check the turn. I don't know. Still beat other 9s, but we block, that since we have a 9, obviously. Not sure about the, middle pair there. If we get, middle pair that turns into third pair on the board, if we get 2 streets, reasonably often enough to bet again. It felt okay at the time, but obviously doesn't feel okay in hindsight when they just call with a queen 10. I have been running so bad at the top of my buy-in range, though, guys. I cannot. I hate to piss and moan about it. I really do. But, it's been very brutal recently. Out here in the 50s and 100s, I just cannot seem to win a flip. Cannot seem to avoid coolers. Cannot seem to even win my hold my 80-20s flopped sets versus draws and all that shit, It's rough out here right now. But I do think I'm playing focused. I do think I'm playing pretty well. I've been trying to study. I've been trying to absorb information. I went back into Derek Kearney's masterclass. I went back into Gareth James' Final Table book. I think it's just called The Final Table. Good stuff, and I'm learning, but is 101010 the correct way to type out pocket tens? Accidental Bot says it is certain. Accidental Bot, you're about to be decommissioned. This might be one bridge too far. Accidental Bot is going to a farm upstate. I can't believe we're still in this satellite. I got 7 big blinds. I'm 8 of 8. We're on the final table, but there's only 5 places paid, 3 tickets available. Currently, we've got a king, 3 in the big blind. Be folding. My God. Often never jam it folded to here. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons, fire, and of things that will bite. Yeah. One eye open. These fucking limpers, man. They ruin these spots sometimes. And like, when you're short stacked and there's like a 50% limper to your left, like, I need this jam to get through the big blind so that I have more chips. And I don't think I can jam 5 big blinds over your limp. It's just too much. Like you'll call. Yeah, like ace deuce, very likely to call us when we ship 5. Ace 9, I will ship over your limp. I said I'd do it, and I'm here to do it. Good luck, us. No! Monsters in the closet, man. Oh my gosh, we're ahead. Hold! Ace 9, hold! Let's go. The way they snapped, man, I thought for sure. It's not. We're not out of the woods. We're 7 of 8 now. Still only 5 places paid. Still only 3 tickets. But we're still here. In your closet, in your head, exit light. Enter night. Of sin. There gets flat called here. We called here for like 1.5 more in our small blind because we're getting 1,000,000 to 1 pot odds. Pocket 4s here versus King, Jack, and Ace 9. We're rooting for the King, Jack, really. King is gonna take out that player at least, so there's 1 elimination in that hand, and Ace 9 gets a freaking like quadruple up or something in that hand, like triple up and then some at least. You heart accidental bot. You're the only one. To Never Land. Trying to limp here with 8-7 of hearts. Big blind checks. We see a flop. It's 9-8-3. Huh. We make it 4. They jam for 24. Call, I guess. Ace queen versus ace 9 in this satellite. We got him. We see bet here with 8-7. They fold. Well, we didn't see that. I guess it's not a continuation bet because we limped, but you know what I mean. 4 of 23 here in this $20 set. After the nice hand with the ace queen, now we've got pocket eights. Reverse set mining. We're the aggressor, but everyone's calling. Inverted set mine. Eights on Jack 4. How interesting. Good enough to put this flare all in. We are going to bet here. Obviously, we're terrified if a raise or even just a call comes through. That is a call, and we are, as mentioned, terrified. Oh, 2 calls is nightmare fuel. 3 calls is ridiculous. Somebody has a jack. So, like, we shut down and ask for... We prage for a snowman on the river. Well... I can beat the heart draws. I can beat some other garbage, maybe. I cannot beat King 10 that decided to call the flop for some reason. Ace deuce, and we could beat the other stuff apparently. What else? What the fuck else did you have? It was Ace deuce, King 10, and 9-10 on Jack 4 that made the call of my bet. Oh, all right, all right, all right. No respect, I'm telling you, no respect. But a 6 this time. We're reverse set mining with a different hand. I mean, we know they'll call like super wide here in this satellite, so like they're not folding anything. We are gonna bet our 6s. Oh my god, that guy folded? I'm gonna bet again with 6s. Feel pretty good about 6s on 7-4-3 deuce. They fold the turn though. Wow, we were ready to stack off here with pocket 5s. We get a walk instead in the satellite. We're 7 of 7 with 5 paid. Ace 10 will be a jam if we're folded to, but in a satellite situation like this, we probably fold to any action that happens before we act. Yeah, it's just not worth risking. Opponents make mistakes. Now we are 7 of 7, so like if everyone blinded down, we would lose first. But I think our opponents make mistakes enough that we end up in there, and we have clearer spots than ace 10 as well. The holes of my sweater. Too bad. I was maybe going to call it at least a flop here with the king queen, but the nine's coming in with the big squeeze. Or what did I say? The nines? I said this player coming in with a big squeeze to 9 big blinds is what I wanted to say, and I said it like they had like I could see their cards. That'd be very funny if they had pocket nines now. No, we don't get to know. Sevens take down a huge pot here in this satellite, but we're very far from anything consequential just yet. Still re-entry open for 20 minutes. Down the hills. Let's raise the 10-9, shoot it. We limp call here with the 6-7 of hearts. Interesting. I think they check a big king a bunch when they raise spree, like just because this board is so dry. But the duplicate A is still a card that we should lead out a ton. We do still have the gut shot here, so I like leading. We got the equity. If they call, we could drill that beautiful 5 on the river, but they don't make the call, so. I think we got a jam here. Only 7 big blinds. We've got an ace. We do see a limp, but we're going to jam over it. Yikes! Show me king queen one time. It's king jack. We're ahead. Hold the baby. That'll do. Baby held. Long road to come back here in the $10 spring kickoff, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single go fuck yourself. Wow, queen's full of jacks on the board, and the 9-8 gets the chop with the ace king in the satellite. 6 of 7, we're going to fold the ace 5, 6 of 7. There loves a limp here to our right. It's muddying things for sure. Inside you, inside you, it's hard to explain. Talking about you, still the same. The 10-3 takes it down. This player losing chips like they're in like a horrible ICM spot on a satellite and choosing to enter these pots. Like this is pretty tough, like pretty egregious mistakes, I think, to be like limping pots here when you're like in the spot where you are sweating the ticket entry so much. Or I mean not the ticket entry just yet, but the 94.80 for 5th place is significant in this case, right? It's not nothing. It's like 4.5x, almost 5x our entry, our buy-in. And you get in these spots where like it's 4.8 more. You know, you're gonna limp fold. Yeah. Of course you are. You're gonna have some garbage in there, and you did this to yourself. It is a bit sad that we haven't gotten to get many of their chips so far ourselves. Get him, Julio. Get him, Julio. How was Philly? Philly was nice. I got to play. So we did 2 streams for Phil Hellmuth, which went pretty well on the 26th and the 28th. You know, the BetRivers Poker channel, the Twitch channel, is growing from nothing, so it's up to almost 500 followers. Pretty steady viewership, pretty steady stream of followers as Phil was streaming. But Twitch Poker has changed a lot. Like, I think I focus a lot now, and on what BetRivers has me doing, and on what poker is in general, and what they have Phil doing is like seen in terms of like generating clips. So I think we got some good clips out of Phil. I think we got some good clips out of his sons that they're going to be able to use for marketing campaigns to grow the site, which is cool. In between those two nights, I went and I played cash. I was on a featured table. I got to play a featured table. It was featured in the casino floor. I got to play cash with Phil for about an hour. He was rotating between. Now we're folding here. Wow, ace 4 suited, just getting it in here. Their whole tournament life for this satellite, and they're gonna bust before us here. But I did get to play with Phil for an hour. Ugh. Be all in here. Ace jack. Didn't get into any major pots with him. I played like a 4-way pot with him where I see bet and took it down, but you know, an hour of live poker is not a ton. I tried to play a little wide, tried to get involved with him, but there wasn't too much that we shared, where we got onto the board together. I did. It was the highest. Hold on, we jammed ace jack and queen 8 suited. Made the call. Why would you do this to me? And we jam ace 10 over here. We run into pocket kings in the $20 satellite. We've got an open ender. I'll take your king. I'll take an 8. I'll take an 8. Let's do it. All right. We'll re-enter the $10 spring kickoff. That's very lucky in the satellite, of course. We got pocket 10s here. We flop top set in the $50 super high roller. I swear to fucking Christ if I let you get here with king jack somehow. You got king jack of diamonds? Motherfucker. You got some busted flush draws. Like, this can only be king jack that has us beat. And of course it's fucking king jack diamonds. It's always the hand. It's always the nutted hand. Like the only hand they can have there is king jack. And pretty specifically king jack of diamonds to bet the flop the way that they did, because they're betting with the equity of the king jack. They don't bet the other king jacks. So they have one combo, and then if they have bluffs, they have bluffs. But they don't fucking have bluffs. They don't fucking have bluffs because they don't have aces. They don't have queens. They don't have me beat any other way in this hand. This is the only hand that ends up this way that isn't nothing, right? Or that we don't have beat. Like, they might have 4s or they might have 6s, right? And be betting for value, like raising for value. But no, it's exactly king jack of diamonds, because of course it fucking is. We're all in here with queen jack. All right, we have cash for $94.80. We're going for one of these $200 tickets here. But anyway, so I played 2-5 cash. So I played with Phil for an hour, and then I played like the rest of the evening with a bunch of other people. Like Exenbaum was there, who's the biggest like cash gamer egg on BetRivers. This girl named Lily Poker was there. Her name is Leah. She has a really cool story that like she engaged with BetRivers on social media because her dad loved Phil Hellmuth and would have been like over the moon that she got to play with Phil Hellmuth. So she like tweeted pictures of playing with Phil on the felt and stuff like that. And her dad sadly like passed away, like died at the poker table, like had a stroke in a casino at the poker table. But she was very sweet, very cool personality, very fun to engage with. And then there were like 4 cash game regs who won like a raffle to play with Phil for the hour or whatever. But it was great vibes. It was a good table. 2-5 is the biggest cash I've ever played. And I broke even. And then so I was getting ready to leave, and I was like coordinating with Dan because I drove. Dan was stayed at the same like Airbnb where I stayed, and I was like, Dan, you want to leave soon? And we were getting ready to leave, and I picked up aces and got all in pre against queens to get back to like even, and because the guy didn't have a lot, I think, and I flopped quad aces. And the crazy thing about that, so there was a high hand promotion in the room where the highest made hand in the room gets paid $300 every hour or every 40 minutes. And I'm a cash game fish, so I'm not like paying attention to this, right? I'm not like aware of what the high hand is every 40 minutes or whatever. I'm just kind of trying to play my game. I'm also doing all these ambassador duties, so I'm like distracted and yada yada yada. Yeah, we're all in here. And so I didn't know what the current high hand was or what the previous high hand was, and it turns out the 40-minute high hand had just rolled over, and the previous high hand was a royal flush. So if I make my quad aces like not even 5 minutes, like 2.5 minutes earlier, or something like that, I would have lost to the royal flush. But instead, so we were about to leave, and instead I had to wait like 35 more minutes or whatever to see if my 4 aces held. And I think I scooped another like small pot. I ended up like plus like $85 on the night, but really plus $385 because the 4 of a kind did hold. I won a $300 high. I've never won a cash game promo. I don't play cash of like any kind or whatever, so that was kind of neat. Yeah, so I won the $300 high hand promo. Cash was fun though. I bluffed Dan off of a pot at one point. I had pocket tens, and there was a like sort of a whale player in between me and Dan. So Dan was in the 4 seat. This whale player was in the 5. I was in the 6. And so this like sort of action player I wanted to keep in the hand was in the 5 seat. Dan raised button. I was in the big blind. 5 seat calls, and I have pocket tens, and I call as well to try to keep this player in because I think they're very splashy. We're able to take them to value down, basically. So flop comes king. I'm gonna try to remember this if I can. Right, king 4 5 2 clubs. The 4 was not a club. I think it was king of clubs, 5 of clubs, and 4 of hearts or something like that. I have tens of the 10 of clubs. Dan C bets. 5 seat folds, so action player's out of there, but I call with pocket tens. I think Dan C bets a lot, even into 2 players. He's very aggressive, etc. The turn is a 6, offsuit 6. Dan barrels again, small. I call again. And the river, I had committed myself, so I committed myself in my brain at this point that if a club river came in, I was going to jam my pocket tens with a ton of clubs. Obviously, I think he might sometimes check river and give up if he's just barreling. We can hit our 10, of course, right, as well. So the river comes the 4 of clubs. So it pairs the board and the flush draw completes. Dan bets again, small, and I rip it over the top. And he snap folded and told me he folded a king. Later told me he folded ace king. He just didn't think I would be bluffing there. So that's good. Baby boy's got bluffs. In a place where Dan didn't think I would. So managed to push him off a big hand and win that pot. Which is not something I've done it in tournament poker. I'm much more comfortable, obviously, in the tournament poker streets. I'm gonna jam here with ace 3. I haven't done that a lot in cash, so I was it felt good to get it done. And Dan was like, show the bluff, and I showed my pocket tens, and I was like, I think I'm bluffing. I was like, I thought he might have been, just barreling aggressively, and we just folded him, or like we just pushed him off his bluff, but it turned out I was indeed bluffing. I think I was like, I wasn't value betting. I'll say that, right? Like I was betting thinking that he either he might fold a king, or he didn't have a king and would fold. It would obviously fold his garbage and would even fold, like, he might be going for thin value with like queens or jacks, say hands slightly better than ours. In that, like, there's a thin window of the, you know, the queens and the jacks, but I was trying to fold out those hands as well. Dan had a crazy pot. Dan had a crazy three-way all-in pot. So I'll try to get the action right. So it was a cash game reg in the cutoff. Exenbaum, cash game online reg, super reg, like who plays more volume than almost anyone else on BetRivers, I think, or like more than anyone else on BetRivers, was in the small blind. Dan was in the big blind. So cash game reg raises. Exenbaum in the small blind. 3 bets. Dan cold 4 bets. The cash game reg in the cutoff calls. Exenbaum and Dan and Exenbaum are like $1,400 deep at 2-5, right? They're like 300 big blinds deep or something. Like, they're very deep. And Exenbaum 5 bet rips and Dan 6 bet jams for like a little bit more. Had a little bit more than Exenbaum, I think. The other guy tanked for a bit. Sat there kind of moaning, hemming and hawing. Made the call. Didn't show his cards. He asked if Dan and Exenbaum wanted to run it twice. And they agreed. So run it twice, if you're not familiar, if you haven't played a lot of cash, means they run out 2 boards, 2 community boards. They run out 5 cards once and they run out 5 cards twice. So you can win both, and the player will owe you like twice as much, or you can chop. So they do agree to run it twice. Exenbaum and Dan both say yes. So the first board comes out ace high, nothing else really of consequence. Second board comes out ace queen XXX. So, oh, sorry, wait, I didn't say the hands. Exenbaum flips over ace king, Dan flips over queens. Sorry, Exenbaum flips over ace king, Dan flips over queens. Other guy still doesn't show his cards. So the first board runs out ace high, second board runs out ace queen XXX. So the first board, Exenbaum wins. The second board, Dan wins because he has a set of queens, and the guy mucked his cards. He said he had jacks. Now, this guy was a little bit splashy and wide, but he did tend to have a good hand from what I saw when he put a lot of money in. So I believe he had jacks or thereabouts. He might have been saving face with like 9s or 10s. I don't remember exactly the board run out, but obviously he didn't have either the ace king or the queen's beat. And he mucked his cards. But so because this guy wanted to run it twice, instead of losing a massive pot, instead of Dan losing a massive pot to Exenbaum, Dan and Exenbaum chopped this guy's money because he wanted to run it twice. It's weird cash game situations, but yeah. 6 bet pot, and the guy, I mean, if he had pocket jacks, I don't know about that one, y'all. I think I am mucking the pocket jacks and not hoping for the dream they both have ace king scenario, you know what I mean? But you know, I don't play cash, but anyway, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, this guy basically, because of his decision, they chopped his money, and he saved Dan from. He made Dan profit some money, like a decent chunk of change there, instead of losing a massive one. All right, I'm gonna take the break, folks. We'll be right back. What's up? We're back. Still trying to get this satellite ticket. This player is all in. We're not going to go after him with our King 8. Come on, you got to do it, Big Stack. Don't be folding here. Give us the 200. Queen 5 is not going to beat the set of jacks, unfortunately. The boat of jacks, in fact. More BSCs starting in 28 minutes. Oh my god, look at how fucking guarded I've been over here. Like, what the fuck? I have a 6% VPIP over 50 hands. Like, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. Ticket possible. Do it. 9-7 again. This guy is jacks. Runner. Not gonna happen. So let's just get pocket jacks, forehand, and a satellite over and over again. All right, now we're really in trouble here. In a bit of Barney. We'll fold the jack 8. I like the jam from the big stack though. Like we can't fold any, they can't play anything. All right, I'm gonna jam here though. I'm not gonna do any KG limping. This guy's gonna be like, they always have fucking pocket jacks. Now watch me get an actual flip here and lose. God damn it! You can't have the 9-7 this time. Hold. We hold. Now it's a game, man. Now it's a game. People on the streets. Da-da-dee-da-da. People on the streets. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. This player's all in. Will they get called? No, not by me, that's for sure. People on the streets. If it happens to go fold, we'll jam. Nope. Not calling that. Oh my god, really? Good luck us in the $100. We're calling with 9s. Yeah, under the gun, all in. We don't love to see that, but we're shipping in the 9-9. It's 8-8. We do love to see that. Please hold. Let's go. It's an important one. All right, we're all in here. Ace King suited. Getting it through. 3 of 4. 3 tickets. Jams 3-8 somehow gets called by deuce 3. 8 kicker so far playing. The 8 kicker plays. What a legend. What a legend. It's a small one though. Oh, we got to skip the big blind because of that though. Thanks, Dan. Raise 9s here. Flop is queen 8-5. Raise here with 10-7-0. My bones. Weird one. They lead out. We'll call one here. We see bet the 10-7. They fold. We call one here. They barrel on Queen 8-5-7 to a large sizing. We'll fold. Rooting for clubs here. Rooting against spades. They're gonna chop. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. Ooh, well, you already know. Just imagine. No jams. Everybody fold. Everybody fold. All in here in the $50 super with ace queen. It's aces. Fuck me, man. Need some runner queens, I guess. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Fuck your queen. Don't put it out there. We'll get back in the 50. Yeah, 50 big blinds. We're getting back in there. All right, Dan, let's do it. Good luck, good luck. Dan jams 14. We're all in with pocket 10s here. Tens versus ace queen, we flip. Oh man, sweaty, sweaty. Oh, we pair the board. GG. GG, Daniel. He'll be back in here. We jam ace 5 in the satellite. We get it through. This is so tight here, guys. 6.1, 6.0, 5.5. Blinds are up. Trey's here with king 10. We get jammed on. Insta jammed on. We're gonna fold here. We're gonna fold the jack 10 here. 3 of 4, so close. Grady, what do you think? What do you make of this, Grady? Grady folds. This is so crazy, dude. This bubble's been forever here. You dance, dance, dance. All right, shorty jams. Will they get looked up here? Big stack says. Will the big stack dust it off? No, that's very bad for us. That's quite bad for us. Queen jack suited has to go now. Otherwise we bleed too much. We're all in for 3. We get that one through. So both of the short stacks, them and me, get one through. Them and I, they and I get one through. Queen 5, not going to be something we're going to call any extra chips with. We're somehow 2 of 4 after at the start of this hand, but now we're putting one big blind. We're 3-0. We'll fold in the $50 super. We're raising pocket 2s. All right, we're going with this one, even over a jam. Got the ace queen. Good luck us. We're gonna insta jam so that maybe we discourage someone trying to knock us both out. I'm gonna bet large here on ace king 9. Sweaty satellite spot. Ace queen versus ace 10. We need to hold. We're gonna do it ourselves. Get ourselves the $200 series ticket. Let's go. All right, let's get in this $200 Sunday Classic. Or can I? Do I want to? I might want to save that, guys. Let me take a look. Just looking at. Do I have other? No, I don't have other $200 even tournaments to spend it on coming up. So this is the one. We're gonna jam here after a limp. All right, let's play the $200 Sunday Classic then. We're betting river here with deuces. We took forever. They call. They've got 2 pair. It's a good trap. Nice hand. I think we have to bluff with deuces there. Maybe we even should be barreling and bluffing, but I think we just lose more if we barrel into that hand, obviously. Oh, the $200 Classic doesn't start for 17 minutes. Okay. We're chilling for the moment, but we got our ticket. All right, sadly, we torched some more chips on our second bullet here in the $50 super high roller. They trapped us. They checked on the river with their 2 pair. Decide we want to go for some chips. They were waiting in the wings. They were waiting to pick us off. Let's get in this $5 satellite as well. You done me and you bet I felt it. Tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. We're all in here in this $5 satellite with ace jack. Ace jack versus king, queen, and king 10. Heart, please. 9. King. Cool. Get me back in there, coach. Put me back in there. Trey's here with pocket sixes. All in here with 10-9-0 in the $10 spring kickoff. Called by 4 deuce offsuit. That's interesting. Please hold. All right, we make it straight. Nice hand. Nice hand. Hit him with the nice hand. Six is any good? Ace 8. Maybe we should barrel turn and river, but just thought we had the best hand, to be quite honest. Min raise here with kings. Obviously, we're calling here. Flop top set is pretty good here. Old. Beautiful. Up to 45 big blinds in the $10 spring kickoff. With this much dead, even with pocket kings, I think we want to jam here. Look us, all in for 11 bigs. Snap called by 2 players, 3 players. Flop is, of course, ace high, ace 5-9. That doesn't seem amazing for me when there's 3 other players in this hand. They all checked, though. This player bets the turn. You have an ace. There's no way you have 3 deuce, right? Like, you could have 4s, could have an ace. It's queen 5. Forget all I said about what he could have. He had queen 5 suited. You love to see it, man. Kings are good. These kings don't seem so good, though. Aces, kings, and ace king all battling here. The aces have the most and are going to knock out both players for a heaping pot in the $10 spring kickoff. But it's over now. It's a winter's day. Oh my god, really? Like I can't even, there's not any more money in the pots. We don't want to bluff. Now we want to protect our jacks, so we are all in here with jacks and threes. Of course. Okay, all right. You have one of the other jacks. Cool. We're out of there. Ace jack we raise here over limp. It's 7-9 king on the flop. This sounds like people are playing very fucking wide. We're gonna check back here. Fine, I guess. This looks like just like a please don't raise me, I want to draw to my flush kind of bet. Did they hit their clubs or straight or whatever? 10-9 makes the straight. The other player had king queen. But it's over now. But it's over now. So betting here with ace queen. A barrel here. Aces versus ace queen over here in the $50. Aces are going to flop top set. Ace queen dead despite making two pair. Did it ever get you far? Never seemed so dense, love. Truth be told, I miss you. Truth be told, I'm lying. If it gives you hell, if it gives you hell, and you walk my way. We flop deuces full here. We are going to jam for value here, hoping to get called by just a king. We've under-ripped our hand a ton here in the $50 super high roller. There folds river. I'm lying. You see my face. If it gives you hell, if it gives you hell. When you walk my way, if it gives you hell, if it gives you hell. Find a man that's worth a damn and treats you well. Then he's a fool, you're just as well, if it gives you hell. You'll never see what you've done to me. When you see my face, it gives you hell, it gives you hell. King and a queen versus pocket fours. $39 of 183 registration closed here. We got 86 places paid tonight in the $10 spring kickoff. And registration closed in this one as well. On the 100, we're 54 of 90 with 36 places paid. What it called? They fold though. Jamming here with pocket fives. Slow rolled? Knit rolled? What did I do here? Fives versus ace queen, knit rolled, I guess. I don't know what they're doing waiting there, but we got fives versus ace queen. They made us wait to see if they're gonna take us out on our second bullet here in this one. Yeah, 30 big blinds. We're back in there again. Getting to be an expensive BSC Sunday, folks. If we can't find a way to win some flips. Yeah, it's very early in that one for sure. 5 of 187, but 46 of 76. Yeah, it looks like good spots though, even though it's very early. Seem, you know, keep the faith. As we see a player eliminated here. King Jack makes a flush versus ace 10 and ace king here to knock out two players in the $50. Wow. Player has fucking heaps now. Huge pot. Kings versus queens up here in the $100. King on the flop. Open-ender for the queens on the turn, though. Set no good. Set no good, though. Oh, I didn't see there was a limper here. We should have raised him more here. This is a big mistake already in the $200 Classic. Not big, but we should be raising to more than 2.2 here. Well, I mean, maybe we saved ourselves, because if they're going to raise over this and the limper and these early positions, you know, I feel like Ace-Jack is not loving life here either way. Pocket Kings here we raise. Guys, 83% VPIP and folds when we raise our Pocket Kings. That sucks. We're just gonna be folding here though. And whatnot. Memory. Baby. I'm actually going to stab here with 9-8. Nobody's bet. This player's limping 80%. Means they have a lot of hands that don't have an ace. The fact that they snap call is a disaster, of course. And they would call like 4-5 if they had limped it. They're going to have that garbage. They're going to have a 6. They're going to have an ace. Okay, fuck me. I mean, like, this is unorthodox for sure, but this player is limping 81%. Like, we're gonna try to stab at some pots because they're just gonna have missed a ton when they're limping that much. But when they snap call, obviously we're in shambles. Same deal here though. When they're limping 81%, we are gonna jam a 6 in this spot. A6 gets called by the Jack 8 suited. Please hold. We do. We get the double there. We've got 2 pair here. I'm gonna take it down. Raising here with pocket 4s. We flop a set here. They call flop. Barrel turn, they call. God. So thin to get called here. I'm gonna min raise. Watch this. Watch this shit. Okay, fine. You got a queen? No, you have an ace. Very nice. He clicked it back. That's so funny. Raise the deuces. The min 3-bet is gonna have me set mining like a motherfucker. Never mind. I'm folding like a motherfucking bitch. King Jack and King 10. Really, guys? Really? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. No, I mean it's I don't know. I like a 3-bet jam with King 10 suited. I don't know about a 4-bet jam, but that guy was obviously pretty wild. And see, click 3-bet and then called off with King Jack offsuit. Like, you know, he was ahead, so he's gonna feel validated. But I still don't know if that's that seems it's weird behavior for sure. You're a little bit of a wild man here, Kaysen. Ladies, man, gonna get buck wild and hit him up style. Oh, when you're golden, everything goes from the grip to the line and the close. You gotta hit him up. We'll probably be all in here in the $100 spring kickoff. When you're golden, everything goes from the grip to the line. We raise, they call, flop is ace 10 7. We bet the flop, they fold. Can't rightly call off with the ace 4, unfortunately, I don't think. Fives versus ace 8 here. That's what it's like to win that flip. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am. Call here with the 5-4 suited. No squeezes. No squeezes, Dion. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Not our board. Check. Let's raise here in the $20 Sunday Classic. Ace King. Min click 3-bet from our opponent. Just played no hands so far. All in. 3 deuce suited, folks. It's a 3 and a deuce. Oh my god. Spades. Okay. We made Broadway, but it was still scary somehow. We double through the 3 high. Standard. Sweet. It's 10 on King Jack 7. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies and everyone knows. Got pocket jacks here. Went limp raise. I decided to flat here. Inviting a little bit of bad action possibly here, but 9 high board is pretty nice. We raise, they both fold. Let's go. Half the valley shakes its brother, love me, brother loves traveling Salvation Show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies and everyone goes. Oh yeah. Got here with ace 10. Check flop. We're just gonna jam here. Where are we? Now we're gonna just raise. gotta call. It's jacks, of course. Fuck me, man. Ace 10. I don't know, man. That one is, we're so shallow. So sick of this shit, though. But what I'm gonna do is, because it's a series, I'm gonna play the $500, I think. Very possibly. Let's raise here with 2 pair. Oh boy, that's scary. Could have like ace 7 of diamond, like ace 7 with the ace of diamonds. I gotta jam it. We could be running right into a flush here. It's ace 8 with the ace of diamonds, thank God. They hit their ace and we double. I don't know, that one's close, but I'm happy we had the best hand and got paid. $26 of 77. I'm getting so hot. Jamming here with ace 10. Immediately called at risk. Called by king queen. Can we hold here in this satellite? Come on. Yikes. Ace or a 9? Nobody's got a spade. Including us. When we say nobody's got one. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. It's not our Sunday so far, folks. I will say that. Three betting here. Greens on Jack 8-8. We're gonna see bet. They fold. See right here on 9-3-4 with our king queen. Trying to push out like ace 10, ace jack, ace queen. Check the turn. Go for the bluff on the river with the ace coming in, but they did have ace jack. They don't fold that hand on the flop, so when the ace comes, obviously they're calling. It's a damn shame. Ace king here versus limper. No, I 3-bet here. Take that one down. I've got king 6 here at a limped pot. It's king 9 deuce. Try to embolden the other kings if they're here. Try to embolden somebody to try to steal. I'm gonna check again. Trapping. Calling the overbet. What do you got? Of course, it's fucking queen jack of hearts. God damn, dude. They just don't put in a lot of chips unless they have a fucking crazy hand, dude. Like, they just don't. Trapped myself. I trapped myself. Hoisted by my own petard and all that. Well, I mean, the queen jack of hearts was never going anywhere. But it says ship it already. What? Oh my god, they called with jack 10, honey. What the fuck is that? They called with jack 10 on the turn. They had nothing and they hit the 10 on the river. They had nothing. Ace 9 of diamonds here in the $200. We flop top pair on an all club board. Nines and deuces probably good here. Get value from anything. Not too much. I think we get value from ace high too easily. We're just gonna check back and win. All right, we'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back. Oh, I need a drink. Frick. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, here we are. Came in right as that song was like, as we were between songs, I thought my music had died or something. Raise here with ace queen after they limp. They limp call. Flops ace 9-6. Queen on the turn. Oh my, folks. Spare me. Ace 3, no good. Nice pot for us. Probably got to call Dan's jam here with 9s. I do think we jam over the top here, though. 9s, we ISO Dan's ace 10. We got ourselves a flip in the 50. He flops an ace. He turns a 10, and we do not river a 9. Nice hand. I need to win some flips, man. I'm telling you. I need to win some flips. Need to win me some flips, I'm telling you. But, you know, I do like Dan, so there's that. Raise here, we get 2 callers, small and big blind. Both call. Flop is 10-7-3. Check it back. We've hit the king now on the turn. And we're going to take it down on that turn. Dan wins another one, ace 10, beating the ace king there. We got 7-8 here on 7 king 9. We got 8-7 of spades, no spades on the board. We're just going to fold. When this player calls, I'm just going to fold the ace jack. I think if they hadn't called, I would have called here and seen a flop. Do not really like ace jack here 3 ways, and they're just going to snap fold after the flop, though. Again, an ace jack goes in the muck for us. Number same hood. It's all good. Yes, we folded another ace jack here. Dan raised, player 3-bet jams 16. We fold the ace jack. Dan says call with his ace jack. A little easier when he's closing the action. The ace 5 against his ace jack. There are some chops, but Dan holds. We would have chopped, speaking of, with Dan if we were in there, but I don't know. Maybe if we get in there, Dan folds. I'm not so sure, but. Wow, we're getting in some weird spots here. Like, this one is tough because it's like really close. Like, I'm gonna flat here. We don't have very, like, this is our strongest flat, I think. At like 35 to 40 big blinds. Made a straight here on a board with 4 clubs on it. Nice. We got ace queen of hearts here. This guy jamming wouldn't reopen the action, so that's like kind of nice for us. I can't fold here. Okay, we'll check. Fuck you, man. How the fuck? How the fuck? Obviously, you have like 2 pairs. You have kings. How the fuck do I not get there, man? How the fuck do I not hit a queen or a heart or a or like one of the? There's only 2 left, but one of the remaining kings to fill out there. So annoying. The curse of too many outs. Well, we didn't ship it. I mean, almost shipped it. Just the 2 overs in the flush draw, or the double gutter and flush draw on the turn. Dan flops Broadway here. This player does not boat up. Can I run like that guy, please? We move to another table. Maybe we'll run like him when he's not at the table. Maybe there's only one. Maybe there can only be one. You know, it's like Highlander. Betting here in the $20 Sunday Classic on King 7, Deuce 7. Huh. You call turn. Floating with what? A deuce that probably doesn't fold river. A 7 that definitely doesn't. There's not too many draws. You have ace high, and we maybe could have pushed you off it, but it would have been a tricky one. Ace high could flip though. Raising here in the $200 Sunday Classic with the ace deuce of spades. Oh, man against man, any nation stand alone. In the burning heart, just about to burst. There's a quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. Ace deuce on ace king 8, all diamonds. Just fold, I guess. Got pocket nines here. They min clicked it on us essentially here in the $20 Sunday Classic. Flop comes queen 7-7. Gonna call. Damn, I kind of wanted to jam here, but then we see a 4.5 big blind raise and a jam. Goodbye. Get me out of here. Ace king and twos, and we had sevens. Like fucking what the fuck. Wow, I would have been so salty at that right there. We would have like ended up with like 16. I mean, we would have won like an 8 big blind pot off of this person and lost. Then we would have lost a few chips, but I still would have been real salty about it. Raising ace king here in the $20 Sunday Classic. See bet on Jack 9-4. Wide boy is gonna fold. It's about to burst. Quest for answers and unquenchable thirst. In the darkest night, rising like a spire. Raising down here with king queen. Big blind calls. Flop is king 10-9. Tiny dancer in my hand. I'm fold king queen. On a board like that, I mean, we block queen jack, but I think they have 10-9, they have king 10, they have king 9, they have queen jack. I still see them jamming like jack 8. Maybe they jam worse king x. Like I think they do sometimes, but I think more often we are beat and we're just gonna fold in that spot. I definitely could be like once bitten, twice shy type of deal versus these players, and we might have just folded the best hand, but we beat a bunch of other kings, but I don't know. I've just run into them having it like every fucking time recently, so like we're gonna fold when we don't have it ourselves, when they put in a lot of chips. Raise here with Ace King suited in the $200 Classic. Everybody folds. Pirates mine, married a music man. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Anytime now. Raise here over the limp with ace jack of spades. They limp and call us. Ew. It's really gross. Like, really just smashes what they would like limp call with. Like, it's just disgusting, man. Like, I don't feel comfortable c-betting with ace jack. I mean, I don't know. Feel like it smashes their like limp call range though. Raise over here with ace queen. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Maybe I'm playing too passive there, checking. Like, should we ever check when we've like ISO bet there? Aggressive poker wins, so maybe not. Maybe we should always stab. It's very possible. Ace queen here. I don't think we should stab on 6-5 deuce versus both the blinds. Our story's gonna ring pretty hollow. Really? I mean, like, we don't have to like hit our card very often to potentially win like huge pot here. I still think an ace or a queen is very likely good. We don't hit one though. Five, 4, man. 5, 4, bro. Ten, 8. And 5, 4. I don't know what to do in that spot. Like, it feels like it's ridiculous to not call. Our ace and our queen were good. Will they fold their 5, 4 on the river if I bet? I don't know. It's very suspect, I think. What they say about us anyway, I don't care about that. Six, 5 suited here. We flop a pair, 2 pair really. Oh my god, they have quad 3s. Nice end. We'll jam here, ace 4. This player's limping 83% of hands so far. We're gonna ship it. It's only been a few hands, but we're gonna ship it over the limp with ace 4. Hopefully not limping strong. We're putting most of their chips in. Doesn't seem like it's top me with limp strong when you limp in late position, right? But some of these players are weird. We do get it through, which is the desired outcome with ace 4, I think, really. They don't love you like I love you. Jack 5 here. Duplicate 9 on the turn. Check. We're supposed to lead this card sometimes. Be curious to see them bet it again. When they bet it again, I'm just gonna fold. I think it's like that's a card that hits me more than it hits them. So they're repping like king queen. They're repping a big jack. They're repping a hand that beats our jack 5 for sure. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. Just flatting the queens here. Oh my god. Another flat behind. Says LOL. Calls as well. Of course, there's a goddamn ace on the board, and now there's another player in the pot. Like, I didn't expect someone to flat this shit behind. Like, fuck off. I mean, obviously this player has an ace anyway, if they're betting into two of us, but like, fuck me. They both have the ace, I guess. Jesus fucking tap dancing Christ. Ace 8. Fucking an ace queen behind. Even we jam. Even if we jam or 3-bet, the ace queen probably sticks around. Ace queen wins a huge pot. Maybe we can do the same. Player 3-bets us here. Fuck me, man. At 40 VIGs. I feel like I'm just like flipping in my mind. I'm gonna jam it. Like us. Flip with jacks. It's 43% flip though, not a great one. God damn, dude. God damn, man. I just cannot today. I just cannot today, man. I just can't. I just can't win them. I just can't. I just don't. It's not even like they're just ripped off too. Like we're just getting crushed on the flop like every damn time. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. It's gonna be a rough sesh, I think, if this doesn't let up in some way. It's some big way. That's a good flop. I have too much of this board. Come on, bet. Fuck you. How do you not bet? You never bet. I have everything. You have to bluff, man. You have to bluff. 10-7. They made a 10 on the river, so they had like a little bit of value, so they didn't bluff. Fuck. A rough one though. We're in for 625 tonight, folks. So far out for 0. I mean, we got a $200 ticket. This ticket we didn't pay for, so it, like if we played the $200 classic, we would be in for like 800. So at least we got a discount on this tournament, I guess. But that's not it's not really too much of a consolation prize when we're 38 to 42 in it. Yuck. Yeah. It's been a rough one. For sure been a rough one. All right, we're all in here with ace 9. Raising here in the $10 with the king 8. Get it through. Set mining in the $20 Sunday Classic with the Pocket Force. See if we can get to a flop. We do. There is a 4 on it. It's King 10 4, all clubs. Ship it. King Queen with the Queen of Clubs. We got 68%. We got 20%. Can't not win pots, man. I cannot win pots. Oh my god. Oh my god. We can't win any pots tonight. It does not matter what my equity is if it's not 100%. I don't think we're winning tonight. Good fucking god. They hit the flush. We don't hit our boat redraw. We're out of that one. All in here, folks. The $50 super high roller. We're all in with pocket queens. Play them folds. We'll fold the 6s. We would have definitely considered doing, we would have probably done something with our hand. Either limped or clicked it or jammed with the 6s if it folded to us, but it does not. Fives go after the jacks and flop a 5. Ouch. Been there, man. I've been there. Come on, I want to stay, want to stay, want to stay, want to stay now. Now if I could. Take you dancing, 2-step to the bedroom. You don't need no dance floor. Best move. Anything can happen. Girl, you might be a problem. is let me take you dancing like da 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 da. In the classroom. Niners ace queen up here. Ace queen makes a wheel to get the double. Teacher, leave those kids alone. Let's raise the 10-8 suited. Button flats. Playing out of position with our suited 10-8. We flop two pair. This is a board we would check a lot to the buttons, so. Huh. Okay. Interesting one. No spades, I guess. What do you have? Pocket, you have like pocket fours or something, maybe, I guess. Pocket fives. Shame, of course, that we weren't up against like ace jack there or something. Looking to get some value for our two pair. Queen jack, we bet flop here on jack 7-10. They fold. Here we got queens versus ace king, the classicest of our aces. Quad queens flopped though. And a player eliminated. Hey, we are actually in the money for the first time tonight. We're in the money in the $10 spring kickoff. So in for $6.25, out for a cool $10 so far. Notice I did say so far. Even in this tournament, when it comes to BSC, we could save our entire session if we were to take this tournament down. It's $835 up top. Even in this $10. These BSC prize pools are very, very nice. We'll lead out here with the Queen 7 on 9-7-3 versus our limping friend here. Our tanks and calls. We'll bet again with the Queen 7. And we'll fold to the raise in the 200. Players limping, I don't know. It's really weird facing a limper in a 200, right? Because they're player who is playing the $200 tournament, so that usually should raise their skill level, but then they're limping, so that like plummets it way down. I don't know. It's very strange. But we're just gonna believe them when they go for the raise there. We were continuing to like just try to eke out thin value versus worse sevens versus draws and things with our queen seven there. We will let it go. Gonna jam the king jack suited in the $10 spring kickoff after the limp here. Limper folds, as does everyone else. We taking down that pot. We're 40 of 67 here. Got ace king here in the $20 Sunday Classic. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Cool. Good lead. Well played. Making love out by the lake to our favorite song. All right, all in here, folks, for 8.3 in the $50 super. Ship the ace deuce. Get the ace deuce right on throughs. Back here, we're ITM in the $10. We're going to raise king, queen offsuit. Small blind calls. Big blind was sitting out here. We're gonna jam turn. Call flop here with the ace seven. Jamming river, trying to get called by a worse ace. Or just an ace. They fold. Down here, this player's still in the tank. We got the king queen. Trying to stream snipe me. It's not gonna work. Thank you for the chips. $33 of 64. Close one here. I decided to fold the queen jack, but it's got to be very close. 10 bigs here. Ace-8 of diamonds, huh? As we get closer to the money here, I still am gonna fold this one as well. We're not like really on the bubble, but with like this much of the field eliminated, I do think these ranges change. I do think this is like a jam early in the tournament. Maybe not here. I don't know though. We can't re-enter, so you know that changes things. Could maybe like try a limp. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't kick a limp out of bed for eating crackers. I can't see clearly when you get oh. Maybe we could switch to the darker blue. How do we feel? How do we feel about that? You're messing with my brain already. I like it. It's like sort of just making me pay attention because things look different. Maybe I like this better. Better? This better. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one for a little bit. Jam the ace-4 here. Not my favorite, but we'll jam it. All in with ace-4 from the cutoff. Oh, run right into ace-jack in the big blind. Need a quattro. Heart for a chop is okay by me. Jack is not a chop. All right, we're not going to re-enter that one, folks. You know, session's been pretty rough. We are ITM in a series event right now, but we're down to 3 tables now, and I am really feeling it from the travel this weekend, folks. I might just call it here and just play this stuff off stream. I'm pretty run down, and it's clearly the session's not going well. I don't think I'm making big mistakes because I'm tired, but I think my mood is a little bit exacerbated because I'm tired. Yeah, if I end up on like an FT or one of these, I very well may fire the stream back up. But for now, I think I'm gonna raid you off to Dan and say hopefully maybe there's still a chance we could get him tonight, but if not, we'll get him next time. Thank you so much everybody for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my stories. I got more stories to tell about engaging with Helmuth and his kids and stuff like that for the future. But for now, I am gonna play these off stream. Hang out with my wife and catch up on some sleep tonight in my own bed. Yeah, so I'll be back again tomorrow night. We'll be back here right here to do it all again tomorrow night. More BetRivers Spring Championship events. I want to play a lot this week, so you'll see me a lot this week. But say hi to Dan and enjoy his stream. I think he's got like huge stacks in a couple of tournaments from what I've seen as we've crossed paths here throughout the night, and hopefully he crushes them. Go check him out. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for being here. Good night, everybody. Peace.